Hello everyone, and welcome back to Homestuck. If you are enjoying, like, subscribe, become a member. And, we're getting pretty close to the end here. So, becoming a member to see things a week early, it might get you the finale early, and that's about it. But, we'll see. I'm going to put a poll up soon for what I want to do to replace this series. I have a few ideas. One of them's Paper Mario, because the remake just came out, and that's one of my favorite games of all time. Persona. I've put Persona 4 on the list a number of times. I've still never played it, so that's still an option. I have Rain Code, which is made by the developer, or somebody on Danganronpa. I don't know who exactly. I can't remember at this point. But that's also an option, and yeah, we'll see. So, today, Jake and Jane, my two favorite characters. Yay! We gotta start with Jane, right? And then we will get to Jake. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get at least both of these done today. So let's see. Oh, it's Jane and Nana, right.
If I remember correctly, Nana Sprite had this voice. There you are. I've been looking forward to meeting you, dear.
You have? Who are you?
I'm you, but most know me as John's Nana. Hoo-hoo.
Oh, yes. He told me about you. Gosh, I'm pleased to meet you, Nana. I guess I should call you...
That suits me.
Calling you Jane might feel a bit strange, also perhaps disrespectful.
And why is that? It is my name, after all.
Yes, but you are my senior by many decades, I gather. And you have so many more years of life experience and wisdom, and you seem to be dressed like a clown. Not to disparage your fanciful attire, I quite like it. I just mean that you've been through more than I could imagine. I couldn't call you by my name. It would feel wrong and flippant to treat you as my equal.
But really, Jane, the honor of meeting you is all mine. I've been looking forward to it so much since I learned of your existence.
Put a frog in my throat, Nana. It's a terrible prank.
Ever since I spent that one day helping John through his session, there haven't been many reasons for me to feel particularly worthwhile. Yes, I tended to him and his sister for several years, baked for them, lent a sympathetic ear when needed. But, in a way, it's been a lonely life for me since my ashes fell in the silly old sprite. I've been strictly an auxiliary actor. They're there only to serve others, even during my greatest moments to shine. So when I heard of you, a version of myself who was a true hero, so young and powered and set to embark upon a life filled with consequential deeds, I was absolutely giddy. I knew we had to meet.
Oh, my. You really feel that way about me?
Yes, Jane. I do not mean to suggest I regret the way my life has gone, of course. I lived a very humble life, as free of intrigue and adventure as possible by choice. You see, I grew up in a dangerous circumstance. I knew how cruel the woman who raised me could be, and what she might do to me or the people I loved if I made waves or demonstrated any sense of defiance. So I lived simply, started a family, and operated a quiet joke shop. Though I always knew trouble was brewing, they were the best years of my life. Yet I always had a little more knowledge than I ever let on, and used my understanding in subtle ways to help those whom the torch would be passed on to in this great fight. But then, I made the transition from knowing some things in life to knowing a great deal more in death. Being resurrected as a sprite endowed me with a very deep knowledge of the game and its broader circumstances. I was in peak form, a true harlequin wise woman, and there was nary a question I couldn't answer. And then, the dear kids scratched their session, and cast themselves into the unknown. I ventured with them, and so I too lost my bearing on the nature of what lay ahead. I went from my prime, a state of all understanding, to a state of absolute uncertainty. For the first time in about as long as I can remember, I had no way what to expect next, or no idea. It was quite freeing in a way. I had a wonderful 3 years on that ship with those lovely children. I thought little of what challenges were ahead, but when I did, my thoughts would always drift toward you, Jane. Thinking about you and this adventure you were about to begin, it made me feel like a child again. It gave me the feelings I used to have for the limitless potential of life, before my stepmother snuffed them out, confronting me with the reality that life would have to take a considerably more limited shape if I wished to survive. So when I look at you now, I see the potential I had as a child finally being realized, but in a much more special way than I ever would have imagined back then. It makes me so proud to see you as a heroic young woman, ready to make a difference and forge your own destiny. I just wanted to tell you this before you go off to battle.
Oh, jeez. Nana, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for those inspirational words.
Hoo-hoo!
I think John was really lucky to have you as a sprite. Not to mention a grandmother, of course. It's no wonder he appears to have his act together. Maybe I would have been better off if I had someone like you to advise me from the start of all of this. Maybe I wouldn't have felt so lost.
It is normal to feel lost, though. And believe me, needing to find your own way in time will make you a lot wiser than having an old lady around to spoon-feed you all the answers. In any case, you have me now. I think it's been quite a long time since John has needed my guidance. The boy has grown so much since he clobbered me with a joke book on that fateful day. From now on, I'd be pleased if you would consider me as your sprite. Smile.
Wow! Surprised phase. Oh my goodness, yes, please.
In fact, I heard from a cat girl that you and she are on a healing duty in this spectacular fray coming up. It so happens that healing is my speciality, next to baking, of course, and pranks. Why don't I assist?
Well, that's nice. That would be great, too.
Oh, and Jane, one more thing, just so you know. There are actually 2 of me! Kapai!
Wait, why is there 2 of her? Oh, because Nana Sprite was on the planet that John took from the other universe. Is that it? That probably makes sense. Nice. Plop. Very nice. Well, time for Jake. I'm going to have an emotional talk with my friend Tavros.
Yeah, you get him, Jake.
Tavros, Sprite, thank you for surreptitiously scooting away with me to my planet. I hope they don't all think too much of a soggy knickerbocker for ducking off without making the rounds and saying goodbye. I just needed to get away and clear my head, and I guess get my dander up for this great green man fracas I'm about to solely contend with, apparently. Say, Tavros, Sprite, you'll help me out with his impending pugilism, won't you?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready to bring the sick fire to those guys alleged to be inside an enchanted oven.
Attaboy, Tavi! Oops. Is it okay if I call you Tavi?
Yeah, I love it.
Actually, wait. No, I think I won't on second thought. Tavi sounds fucking stupid.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
So we agree, then. We wait here and limber up and flex our stupendous guns a bit, and then let's sail our haymakers once the circus trundles into town.
I probably understood that remark and agree.
I just wonder if there's anything else for me to do aside from kiss my knuckles and bother them up with elbow grease. Turn my 10 favorite boys out for a bracing constitutional, you know?
No.
Should I be soul-searching or straining my brain to have some sort of magnificent epiphany about myself? Is this it for me? Is this all there is to understand? Maybe there's only so much ragged wood a man can scrape from a barrel's basement. Maybe sometimes a fella's gotta fess up to the fact that all there is to get about him's been firmly got already. Okay, him has, okay. I've pretty much concluded that I'm a complete waste of everyone's time if I bother busying their lives with my brand of beeswax and buffoonery. I settled square on the determination that I need to just be alone for most of my life, and you know what? I'm perfectly okay with that idea. I'm just a lunkhead and a loner, and that's that. What else is there to wonder about myself or my future except which face is the most deserving of my fist?
Since you put everything that way, and since sometimes it's hard to disagree with a lot of consecutive words, I think I agreed with you. Maybe you figured out everything about yourself that matters. That'd be awesome! Let's both put extra effort into hoping that's true.
That's the ticket. I love my aspect. It feels so empowering every time I want to feel like something's real when tons of facts are missing. I really am a lucky son of a bitch, aren't I, Tavi? Shit, I mean Tavros Sprite. Blech. What a bad nickname, sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much what the doctor ordered for old Jake English. No romantic stuff, no platonic stuff either. I'll be like Mr. Non-Rom Sansplat or, horse noodles. Oh, horse noodles. Okay, that's never mind. There has to be terminology that more effectively consolidates my present understanding of myself in a coherent identity I can get all enthusiastic about.
No, never.
Maybe the troll lingo has the answers. Or maybe I'm pioneering some sort of shadow quadrant system. Oh lordy, wouldn't that be a swift kick in the nether dumplings? What do you think, Tavi boy? Should I take my idea to the troll patent office and make a mint?
I don't think we have a thing like that. Also, all my people are extinct and my planet badly exploded.
Oh yeah, whoopsie.
But yeah, tragedy situation's not consideration. I sympathize entirely with your social impasse, causing not good reflections about yourself that maybe also double as liberating stuff about you that you randomly decide is fine suddenly. Old acquaintances and guys you once called friends, those are very hard, because over time they get exposed too much to all my flaws and insecurities, and they start liking me less because of that. At least, that's how the truth feels in my brain. So I start thinking maybe they can't be that important to me after all, if I'm going to want to feel not sad about myself all the time. But then also, I really do enjoy making new friends. And even though I don't have many talents or battle skills or intelligence or discernible positive qualities, one thing I'm good at is that people underestimate is making new friends who don't know my flaws yet.
Yeah. Cheese and crackers, Tavros. What an inspirational little spiel that was. Maybe you've more concealed talents than you let on.
No, absolutely not, but thank you.
Tavmeister, are you okay? Heavens to Murgatroyd, Park Avenue. What the fuck does that mean? What's the matter? Speak to me, Lobster Tavioli. Hey, Ricky Ticky Tavi, lay it on me, bro. Do you need to go to a hospital or what?
Hello, nurse.
Boys battle.
I don't know what this is. Okay, cool. Well, that happened. Let's try this choice thing again one more time. This time only with 2 choices, nice and easy. Hey, works like a charm. 2 sweet, simple choices for 2 sweet, simple kids. There you go. One last gluttonous chomp at the free will pie before you all say goodbye. Don't say this website never did anything for you. Don't you dare. All right. Okay, more Tavros. Not you.
Relax, my strenuating acquaintance. I have just the magic thing for you because I am a magical being squared. Take this curative tablet. It will make those cat allergies slink away as soon as if they saw a raccoon out in the window.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Is this going to kill him?
Wow, it worked like a charm. I love magic. I'm so glad it's real.
Couldn't agree more. That pill was a placebo, by the way. It was actually one of those buttons from my velvet pillow.
Oh, thank you so much, Magic Sorceress Catwoman, for your ensorcelled curative placebo button. This is gonna change my life.
What do you mean his allergies are like a psychological condition? Yes, I thought you wouldn't understand what that meant, and that the button would continue to do the trick. I am so pleased, as usual, to see that I was right, not that it was ever in doubt. Now, since that hideous brouhaha of spittle, mucus, and shouting has subsided, peace and quiet has revisited these hills, and I am free to do my work. It is the most important work that has ever been undertaken or even attempted in this gloomy session. You there, master of this land, tell me, where is your Colonel Sprite, Inquisitive Chirp?
Never mind, you don't know anything. Haha, meow. I was only asking as a polite formality anyway, since it is right there in plain sight.
Nepeta's head still looks so alive.
Chick, drum roll, please.
Hold on, I'll go,
Don't you dare actually go play some drums, you was a figure of speech. Meow. Well, hello there, beautiful. Meow, wonk. Fret no more, sweet princess, for as long as I am here, you will never suffer such indignity again. How could anyone let such monstrous injustices happen to one so dear? What filth would dare to debase you in this manner? To say it was the marginalization of a bright and pure spirit, to say it was murder, this would be too flattering for the perpetrator. What happened to you was nothing less than the desecration of a masterpiece. My mystic kitty cat senses divine that you have been mistreated for a stretch of your life far preceding your demise. I detect you may have been toyed with and disrespected by none other than the supreme puppeteer of unrepentant horseshit himself.
Who could that be?
Any who would dare claim a greater atrocity has been committed in some godforsaken furl of paradox space. Say it now, and I will hiss and growl and curse your name. You are gorgeous, dear sweet Nepeta. You deserve only happiness and fulfillment. And from this moment forward, I shall see to it that those are the only things you shall ever know.
Okay.
Nepeta sprite. Hey.
I honestly don't remember Nepeta's voice. It was probably pretty close to what I'm doing for Jaspros, but we'll do something a little similar.
Oh no! This is great technically, but help! I need another magic pillow button.
Well, killed by Break Spider. Now hold on, I can't hear this at all. Oh, now I can hear it. Okay, it was my headphones. Pick up the damn phone! Wait, why is Vriska texting Jake?
Hey, anyone there?
yes, I'm here. Who is this?
Hi, is this Joke I'm speaking to?
Yes.
Hi, Joke. Nice to hear from you again. This is Vriska.
Who?
God damn it. Never mind who. The really attractive and outspoken girl you just saw jump into a window a little while ago, remember?
Oh, yeah. Hello again. What can I do for you?
Glad you asked, buddy. You know, for a mostly inconsequential wimp, you're very polite and have great attitude.
Thanks, I try my best.
Is Tavros there?
Yes, he is sneezing a lot, though, probably due to the recently surging number of cat people in the vicinity. Would you like to speak to him?
No. God, no. That would just waste time on a lot of his pointless hemming and hawing. My business here is really simple. I just need to close one more significant loophole before you all start fighting. This is the final remaining task I had reserved for Tavros. He doesn't know what it is yet, though, so I'll need your help, Joke.
Sure, what do you need?
I need you to reach into your pocket.
My pocket? I don't think I have a pocket. I'm wearing a snug pair of underpants.
No, your hoodie pocket.
Oh, shit. These things have pockets.
How?
Okay, reaching into my pocket now. What the hell is this? How did this get in there?
Don't worry about that. Just throw it on the ground.
Alrighty.
Okay. It's the mouse to distract Godcat. More cats.
Did he take the bait?
What?
Did the cat pounce on the mouse?
Oh, yes.
Good. Now tell Tavros he has to grab that cat. It's mission critical.
Okay. Hey, Tavros Sprite.
Achoo!
Questioning a chew.
That bossy troll girl says you need to apprehend this feline I've apparently summoned. She says it's really important.
Oh, why?
It's like part of the mission she was waiting to give you or something.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Don't fuse with Godcat. Don't become a cat person. Well, too late now.
Tavros.
G. Tavros sprite.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Choo! 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 Choo!
Okay.
That was awesome. I'm very happy about this. Are you still there? Yeah. What happened? I had to neutralize another wildcard threat in the session. Who the fuck knows what the first Guardian Cat would have done during your battle? Or for that matter, to what extent it's still in the service of the Countess. Cats are pretty mysterious after all. I needed to take it out of the picture. The best way to do that was to sweep it up in the body of a person who's much more manageable and mentally suggestible. Tavros can ride out this whole battle while sleeping peacefully now, which frankly is better for him and a lot better for all of you now that you don't have to worry about another brainless omnipotent critter scurrying around wreaking havoc. You just have to make sure he doesn't wake up until the action is over. Same rules apply to him that apply to Jade.
So, he's like that permanently now, right?
Yup, that's how prototyping works. I made sure he was never double prototyped over the course of the session for this exact reason. Sometimes it takes a little patience and long-range planning to make sure all the loose ends are tied up.
But doesn't this mean he's now allergic to himself?
Is he? I don't know, man. Never really knew how bad his allergies were. You know what? Whatever. When this is all over, I guess he'll have to deal with a little sneezing now and then. But he'll also have a bunch of totally sick godlike powers, so that's pretty cool, right? Look, kid, you're a little new to the extended scene of everything going on here, but there's been a long history of people underappreciating how much shit I do for this guy that looks kind of bad, but is actually in his best interest. He'll wake up, acclimate to his new existence, and when the time comes around, I'm sure he'll be thanking me later.
I see. Yeah, when you put it that way, I guess you're right. Maybe old Tavi is actually pretty lucky to have a friend like you.
There you go. See, Joke, you're a lot smarter than people give you credit for.
Okay.
Anyway, I can't stand around all day yakking about this. All in all, that was a really minor chore to take care of. I've got much bigger fish to fry out here in the ring. Give my best to everyone there, and good luck with the fight.
Okay, so we're segueing to Vriska now? Okay, that makes sense. Well, given that we learned that Tavros' allergies are psychosomatic, it probably doesn't matter anyway. Although I am a little worried what he'll do with godlike powers, but whatever. After the game is over, don't have to really worry about that, I guess.
Okay, that little point of business is done. Thanks for bearing with me. Executing this whole strategy has turned out to be a really ambitious project.
Nice watch, Dealey. How much that worth?
How much? I have no idea. Guess it depends on a lot of things, like the units of currency, the presumption of an actual market for it, its scarcity. Honestly, I just alchemized the thing quite easily. Someone else probably could too.
God damn it, that answer was too complicated. Got a fucking professor of economics over here.
You saying you want to buy my spider watch?
Nah, Cirque. Spider swag ain't my kettle of fish.
I didn't think so. Anyway, like I was saying, that takes care of that. At this point, I think we could use a debriefing. Would you care to do the honors?
What?
Regarding the mission you were previously involved with, which I can only presume gradually fizzled out. Securing this weapon, searching for the lost cherub, and raising an army to defeat Lord English.
Oh, right. Man, that old thing. Yeah, I can debrief. I ain't much of a storyteller, though. Much to the lament of my former bestie.
That's fine. I don't need you to dazzle me here. I just want the fucking scoop.
That's why you're the top Cirque. Hey.
What?
Can I ask a kind of personal question? I mean, not even that personal, but whatever.
Sure.
How old are you?
Almost 7.5 sweeps, getting close to 8. I probably sound like a fucking nerd, but I've been excited about reaching that milestone pretty much my whole life.
7.5, huh? I guess that's a little more respectable.
More respectable than what?
Nothing. Change the subject, that old-ass mission.
Okay.
So yeah, we all piled in a damn pirate ship and sailed around the ring in this huge circle. The English followed us and wrecked shit, and he went as he went, I don't know. That helped us chart a path to the treasure somehow, like using black maps and junk, with like cartographic calculations and scopes and fucking sextants and whatnot. I'm not even sure how, but that weird-ass idea actually worked. We found the treasure. Well, you did. But we were also kind of going nuts and driving everybody away from the crew. I stuck around, though, because I didn't give a flying glub. Arania bailed, though. She caught wind of that magic ring, and I guess it got to her. The delusions of grandeur about being alive again and doing relevant shit. So she ollied out and stole it and made the most embarrassing mess of things I ever heard of anyone doing ever. She totally failed in whatever she was trying to do. Got the ring ganked from her and then died again. Never saw or heard from her ever since, and to be honest, I don't really want to. That left just me and you. Well, to you.
I know it's other, but...
Trying to figure out what to do with this deadly box of treasure. Basically, we couldn't decide on anything, and we were feeling pretty flat on the plan overall, so we just gave up and wandered off to do other shit for a while. And she mellowed way the fuck out, which was actually sort of cool for a bit, but also sort of... okay, never mind that. We just kept bubble hopping for I don't even know how long, which got really boring after a while. I never had the thump tortoise to tell her, though. Until now. In fact, I pretty much just forgot about the whole plan until you showed up. You made it sound pretty cool again, so I was like, yeah, I'm on board. And that's basically the whole story. Oh, yeah? And that lost cherub part of the plan. I
know what this is. I don't remember.
That was a bogus red distraction fish, and she probably don't matter at all. Guess that's everything.
I really don't remember. It came up earlier, too, and I'm like, I've seen that so many times, but I don't know what it actually stands for.
Good recap. At least you both had the presence of mind to hang on to the weapon, because now it's time for us to use it. What about the army, though? It still sounds like an important part of the plan to me. Having just the two of us walk straight up to Lord English Lord English, cold gobble fiend. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Weapon or no weapon. An army of ghosts throwing everything they've got at him sounds like a great strategy. Like sort of a buffer, giving us a little space to get ready to deploy that weapon when he seems vulnerable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you think we'll pick up where we left off?
Man, I don't know. That was one of the things that made us wonder if it was even worth bothering anymore. It was mostly this whole mind control stunt. Apparently Arania was towing most of the load there. Then she pieced the hell out and got owned.
She got owned? Oh.
I see. Then yeah, this is going to be a little trickier than I thought. Why don't we brainstorm on it for a while?
Night.
Off they go. Oh, it's Vriska's land.
Got anything yet?
Nope.
Me neither.
Well, fuck.
It's not a huge deal. We've got plenty of time to come up with something. There's no rule that says we even need an army. We just need a way of deploying the weapon that will maximize the probability it'll actually work.
True.
We'll figure it out.
So, do you even know what that weapon does yet, or...?
Not specifically. We only know that it's some sort of juju that will activate when it gets near him. We won't have to do anything at that point, theoretically. The weapon should just take over. All we have to do is go on a bunch of vague stories we heard along the way through dream bubbles. Some presume it's something obvious, like sort of charm that releases an extremely powerful attack. Other sources allude to a more specific consequence, that the weapon actually contains the souls of some incredibly powerful warriors of legend who came close to beating him once, so he trapped them inside the charm and banished it into the void. And if that's the case, then I guess the weapon just releases them so they can finish the job? Guess we'll find out, so it should be exciting. Still, it's way too risky to try springing it on him without creating a major distraction first. Really, the Ghost Army idea sounded like the perfect approach. No wonder that was my original plan. So whose idea was that anyway?
Yours?
Yeah, I figured as much. There's got to be another way to get that off the ground again. I guess we don't have my ancestors' advanced abilities anymore, but at least we have mine to work with, right?
If you say so.
So between my mind control powers and your, what was it that you do again?
I make fucking money, bitch.
I see. Sorry for doubting you, Mina. I'm sure that'll come in real handy.
I saw you roll them eyes, Cirque. You ain't a ghost. You can't get away with that shit.
Hey, what the hell is that?
Oh my god, it's a ghost army. Led by Tavros.
Yeah, I kinda did it.
Tavros?
Maybe we'll pick up here in the next episode. That sounds perfect. Ooh, exactly 30 minutes almost. Not really, but you know how it is. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. It is nice that Jane gets to meet Nana. I guess we had to get G-Cat out of the picture, God-Cat, whatever. I really forgot the character even existed, honestly. For all that they've done in the comic, which is like teleport Jane one time and then I think show up one other time when the kids showed up to this session. I think Godcat did something. Was it teleport Dirk to the furthest ring? No, because I think Jade did that. I think the cat did one other thing and then was like sitting cool on the Condessa's lap in that one cutscene. So that's cool. Sure. And I don't know. I mean, we had another Jake comedy moment a little bit. He was kind of maybe alluding to the idea that he might be asexual. So that's something, I suppose. Would kind of make sense, I guess, with how he's very bad at understanding the whims of romantic relationships. But also, it is kind of weird to be like, and also no platonic relationships. I'm just going to live alone forever. It's like, that's not really how that works, but okay. I mean, it's Jake, so like everything he says is supposed to be comedic, basically. And whether that lands for you, I think determines a lot on how much you like his character. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're still gearing up for the final battle. I've heard it's like 100 pages long or something, so yeah. It should be interesting. But there's not much else for me to say about this episode. Question of the video. We were talking about this on stream the other day, so I thought it would be funny. Who has your favorite theme that I've put into the background? They're usually not super loud. I mean, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. It sort of just depends on the song in particular, how good you can hear it. But I know, like at the very beginning when I was putting the music in for the comic, I had themes based on location. That's the way I was doing it. So like Dave's house had a theme, and then Dave's planet had a theme. But the problem is that kind of structure didn't stay around for very long. Like if the asteroid had a theme, you would be hearing it like a lot. So instead I swapped it to be character driven in terms of the themes. So you get like, you know, Vriska's theme, Mina's theme, which might have been playing right now, which is just, you know, I think the way I set it up is that the original 4 kids, well, John's was Harlequin, because I heard that very early on, and I just felt like it suited him. If I remember correctly, I think the original 4 kids were all from Paper Mario. Well, no, I think the theming thing came up later because Dave's house had Guzma's theme. I remember that. And then from Pokemon, Rose had Creepy Steeple, or not creepy. It was something from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and then Jade had. Honestly, I don't even remember at this point. It's been a long time since we've been at Jade's house, you know? But over time, the themes eventually changed. All the trolls, like the original trolls, had Ace Attorney music for their themes. I remember that. And then all the Alpha kids, I think, had Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door music. Because I know Jake's is Keel Hall Key. I know Roxy is the Shadow Sirens battle. I know Jane is Riverside Station Beta, I think. Like it's an unused track for Riverside Station and Thousand Year Door. And then Dirk has Rockhawk's theme or like Glitz Pit. Something about the Glitz Pit for sure. And then, yeah, I do believe that the troll planets were Terraria originally. Because I remember the Terraria graveyard theme coming up and somebody saying, is that the Terraria graveyard theme? And then the Alpha Trolls, I think, just had more Ace Attorney music. Or it was mostly Mina's theme, I think, because I couldn't be bothered to give them all their own unique themes. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Mina's theme must be an Ace Attorney song. It's funny because I've just like got them named like Mina's theme and stuff in my files, so I honestly forget what the songs are sometimes. Anyway, which one was your favorite? Let me know. Would like fit the best, or you just like the song the best? Either way works. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.